Hello, this is Bill Clodsey starting round one on the draw, unfortunately, against Phil Kill with our mono red Fun Police deck. So, green. Looks like they're trying to have some fun. Well, we're not going to have that. So, Goblin Guide. And let's take a look at what they have going on. Oh no, look at how much fun they're trying to have. Leovold, and they want to keep it all to themselves. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Channel, that's a weird one because it doesn't do anything with their hand, but if they draw something pretty good in the next turn, that could really suck for us. I don't think these cards go to the revealed zone, despite literally being revealed. Oh, they do? Wait, no, they don't. So we'll just attack them here, and they get Ashiok off the top. They don't have the mana yet to cast it, so they just have to play a land and pass back. No, they have, sorry, they get to play Sakura Tribe Elder. Same kind of deal. Alright, so what do we get now? Well, I kind of don't want to attack with Goblin Guide. We have a couple options here. And one of them is just pass, which I kind of like most. Assuming they're going to crack Sakura Tribe Elder anyway, which is a reasonable assumption based on, everything else going on here. We probably just want to get Sulfuric Vortex into play next turn and go from there. Alright, they're not going to crack it, so they've... I don't know, someone's bamboozled themselves here, either us or them. It's unclear which. Alright, what's this going to be? A Rishkar. Rishkar. And I guess we kill Rishkar in response here. So they're going to target these two guys. And that's all well and good, so we can kill Rishkar before it gets its counter. And that slows them down a little bit. Maybe not that much. Maybe that 2 or 4 damage is going to come back and bite us, but hopefully not. So what's the best play here? The play that makes the most sense to me is just Sulfuric Vortex. Gutter Snipe is going to be able to get the same amount of damage in no matter what. And now that they have some extra mana in Sakura Tribe Elder, I don't mind coming in with Goblin Guide. It does draw them a land, which is unfortunate. And they're free to trade off here or ramp themselves. They might be looking for that... wow, they're playing a lot of colors. They're playing everything but red. So they've got blue and black yet to find. So now they're, who makes the right decision this time? I think we made the right decision by attacking. It turned out poorly because they drew a card off it. But now what are they doing? They want to trade this with Goblin Guide. I guess that makes sense. Courser of Kruphix, very good card here, but they can't gain life, right? Because Sulfuric Vortex will prevent that. So while the ramp is good, it doesn't do as much as they would hope. Them killing us, on the other hand, that might suck. Well, let's see. They need black mana still. They're not going to get it next turn unless they find a dual land that can do it. Let's get Gutter Snipe into play. If they can't kill it, it should be able to accumulate at least a little bit of damage over the game. Oh wow, Terastodon. And what did they put in? They play an island off the top, so no fetching to get Black Source this turn. They've still got Channel in hand. But they have no black, so they can't do Leovold, they can't do Ashiok. True Name Nemesis, uh-oh. That'll be pretty good at racing us here. When the heck did they draw that? Ouch. There's the land we need. Now what? Okay. All right. Let's do some stuff. We're going to play as much stuff as we can. Firebolt them. Gutter snipe them. Does flashback, is this considered casting it? Cast it from your graveyard. Yes, it is. And then make Figure of Destiny a 2/2. So they're at 8. And we've got 4 burn. So we just need to get in 2 damage to them this next turn to be lethal. 2 damage that we don't already have. And draw land. Drawing a land is step 1. Or get 4 damage in and play Chandra. Or some combination of all these things. Very close though. And we might have to chump this Courser. But let's see. We know they have Channel. And I think at least 2 lands in their hand. And Leovold. So there's maybe 2 unknowns. Haven't been following it too closely, but we've seen some of the stuff they've gotten with Courser. One of them is a fetch. So it's Ashiok, Leovold, maybe 2 lands, Channel, and 1 unknown. Oh no, what did they just do? They play a forest from their hand. And Channel? Uh-oh. Well, this is getting pretty scary because that unknown card of theirs. What is it? What is it? Maybe it's just a lot of blockers. Terastodon. Oh no. So they want to kill our Sulfuric Vortex, and they probably kill 2 of their own lands. Or they just kill all of these things of ours? That can't be right. Don't they just die to this? Because they took so much damage off the channel. Yeah, they're just dead here. Let's see if we get anything relevant. Just showing them more of our deck. I guess there's no reason to play Abbott here. Yeah. Alright, well, good luck surviving this attack, I guess. Cool. Cool, yeah, it was really strange that they attacked with, or that they just destroyed all our lands and gave us more elephants. Did not expect to see that. In any case, our deck's perfect, so let's submit it again. I like the aggressive version of it. We'll be on the draw again. It is nice to have won a game on the play. Or sorry, when we were on the given the draw the first time. So if we lose this one, we'll get to be on the play for the last game. And that's a bit better than winning the second one and being on the draw in the last one if you lost the first one. If you see what I mean. Fill kill. Maybe we could take out Manic Vandal in this deck. We didn't see much that works that it works with. In fact, some of the time it'll just kill our own thing, and that would suck. But yeah, another good hand here. Keep this. Gitaxian Probe is going to help out a lot. Turn 1 Bell Striker. How the mighty have fallen. They say to always bolt the bird or the elf, but I'd rather just bolt their face. Let's see what they have in hand first, though. Okay, so they do have another bird and a courser. Now, if we don't want them to get courser in play this turn, then I guess we have to bolt that thing. Well, shucks. Because we don't have a good way of dealing with... yeah, we just don't have a good way of dealing with it. A bit of a shame. So, Courser's delayed by a turn. They play birds here. If we draw land, we can Searing Blaze this thing. Ooh, if we don't, then we're out of luck. Rift Bolt, yeah, it's not the hero we need right now. This is the danger of playing fewer lands than a normal deck. It's still functioning, just not very well. And 15, honestly, isn't too few. We're kind of running way below average. Looking forward to that in a couple turns. So we know about Tooth and Nail, and they've drawn a couple cards we don't know about. Three and 3. Okay. This is about to suck. I think we kill the Courser here and just reset from 0 again. Alright, so I think they probably have another land in their hand. If not, they might not play anything here. They've got Tooth and Nail. We're just going to try to get into a turn and see if that's good enough for a while. And they draw Rishkar. Okay, so it's not good enough. Come on. Land. Oh, man. This is a hard game. So if they don't draw land again... Oh, Scavenging Ooze. That's really good against us. They just have 3 life in the bank here and a giant creature. Yep. There we go. There's something. Rift Bolt does not do what we need it to do. Let's go with Fire Drinker Satyr. So they're going to make Scavenging Ooze a bit bigger. Rift Bolt is just a bit too slow. We're not out of this game, but we're way behind. Five, yeah, soon they'll just have way too much to deal with. I guess we have a blocker here. So we can block the Scavenging Ooze, but they play 4 squirrels and a Squirrel Lord. Or something even better. Yeah, looks like the squirrel time. We are on chump mode here. The Lavamancer might have some upside, so we can start with this. Abbott could find a land. Cool. Alright, well that's a lot of squirrels. See if they pay for the hermits here. I would guess not, because we could easily just shoot it with our Lavamancer. Well, bring it on. All right. That looks like a a block that'll work. And we want to finish off Rishkar. Yeah, that looks like a better play than killing a squirrel. Ooh, we can get rid of a creature in our graveyard too to make ooze a bit worse. We take 3 here, we're at 1. Thanks a lot, Fire Drinker Satyr. You're so good for us. Yeah, I mean, Game 3 will be back on the play. And that'll be pretty good. Yeah. It's not going to be enough. Not against this Scavenging Ooze and all the other nonsense they have. Bonfire is interesting. But we saw how much mana we had that game. Does kill a lot of squirrels. I could see Gorger being worse than something. It's just so easy for them to eat it from our graveyard. But I don't want to trust that Bonfire will be good. And just holding back a Satyr when they can't just finish it off, holding it back and then attacking with Hellrider, that's always an option. And we have all this removal to clear the way. It's just when they get a 2/4 into play on turn 2, very hard to get around that, but not many cards help do that anyway. At the very least, we can trade a 2/1 and a Firebolt with it. So, I wonder what changes they're making over there for this last game. They know they're on the draw. They know we're super aggressive, so they can just put a bunch of early creatures in. Fire. Yeah, only really good against a bunch of squirrels or something, and they're not always going to have that card. It's an expensive card too. No card in our deck costs 5. So we should be able to kind of establish a good enough board to beat it. So we'll be on the play, and a great hand. This is a monster hand. Legionnaire turn 2, and then we can haste out a Bellstriker turn 3. They're mulliganing, so that's not a good sign for them. We could easily undo their mulligan by putting a land into their hand. Let's see if they scry a land to the top or the bottom. One other option is just to play the Bellstriker. I think we go for the Goblin Guide here. Earlier damage. And they do put a swamp on top. Wow, they undid their mulligan. No need to give away Rishon Port here. We're just not going to play it. And another swamp. Oh no. Just hope they don't have enough time to play all the lands we give them. Leovold. Alright, it's on now. What's better, getting in the 2 damage this turn from Goblin Guide or getting Sulfuric Vortex into play? That's a tough one. Let's get Sulfuric Vortex into play. Cool deal. That might not be one they can deal with. And even if they do, I mean, it has done 2 damage to them already. They need some kind of elf to, or not scavenging ooze, the other ooze. The ooze to kill it. Naturalize it. Alright, well, we know about the 2 swamps they have in hand, and they're still playing forests. Gotta be real careful around these next few turns, because they're not at a high life total, especially in the face of Rift Bolt and Sulfuric Vortex. Yeah, our curve out here was nuts. The other thing to realize is the dash on Bellstriker when we have some extra mana to use. Like, this next turn we could go dash Bellstriker and then hold their upkeep to tap down any land. Doesn't really matter which one. Probably this land, but only because it's it puts them off of double black and double white. Yeah, I hope they're just thinking and not just giving up, sort of. The best way to give up is to concede, but some people give up in other ways. Oh no. It's always kind of a literal pain to use channel preemptively in the face of Sulfuric Vortex. So let's see how good this spell is. Mirari's Wake. That might not do it for them. Chain Lightning, that should finish them off, right? So we dash Zergo Bellstriker. Attack out, puts them at 4 because they block the Legionnaire, and then we Chain Lightning, and that should do it. Oh shoot, they get to draw with when I target them. Leovold is nuts. And if that's not lethal, then I don't know this game very well, but we can suspend this anyway. Alright, the Fun Police have arrested their first victim, Phil Kill. So assuming this trigger resolves while they're less than 2 life, we can prepare for the next round. And I'll see you there.